Sure. I mean, if you look at our average over the last 2 years, it's been in excess of 250 routes in each of those years. That would be the target, certainly, for 2010, 2011. The big variable, obviously, in that regard will be what will happen with Boeing. Whether we have the volume of aircraft in place that we would anticipate, or whether we will slow the rate of growth that we currently have predicted. By the end of the year, I think we will have more visibility in that regard. And if you ask me the question in January, I think I'll be able to give you a more precise answer. Well, I think if you stand back from it for a moment and look at the overall picture, historically Ireland and UK have been 40–45% of our business. Over the last 12 months, there has been a significant move in mix more to European mainland Europe. I mean, we've taken 8 aircraft out of Ireland. We have another 3 aircraft coming out in April when the Shannon base reverts from 4 to 1 aircraft. In the UK, in an overall context, we'll probably put 7 aircraft into the UK regions where we have strong relationships with our airport partners, out of a total of about 50. That's about 14–15%. When one considers that the UK historically has been 35% of our business, when we're only growing or placing 15% of our growth into the UK market, it's very obvious that that change in mix that we have started in the last 12 months will continue with pace over the next 12 months. I think I would comment that the word renowned is probably an historical comment. If you look at the network at the moment, we have the likes of Gatwick, we have Rome, we have Milan, we have Dublin, we have Madrid, we have Alicante. So there's a lot of big airports in our network already. From a route development perspective, what makes sense is developing routes that will be successful. So certainly it would be remiss of us when you look at the level of capacity reductions and slot availability that has arisen at some of the major airports, and I'm talking the likes of Barcelona here, Fiumicino, for example, where historically there have been structural issues that have prevented a carrier like ourselves gaining access to that market. Those issues now, if not removed, are a lot less formidable. So in that context, with the volume of growth that we continue to bring into the market over the next 12 to 18 months, it would be remiss of us not to look at primary airports in terms of the opportunity of primary airports. Coupled with that, there are other primary airports, the likes of Copenhagen, for example, and Bordeaux to a lesser extent, which are developing specific facilities dedicated or targeted at low-cost airlines. So when you bring all of those issues to bear, then going forward, I see the continuation of the development of secondary airports, which has been our bread and butter, as you correctly point out, but I also see opportunity in parallel with that to develop primary airports. Being typically Ryanair, being very bullish, we don't see any threats. We see lots of opportunities. I mean, the level of capacity reductions that have come out, the financial performance of some of our competitors will mean a lot of them won't be around in 12 or 18 months' time. I think the future is very bright for Ryanair. The one caveat to that is obviously, will we have enough aeroplanes to service that potential? And as I said earlier, only at the end of December will we have a better picture of that.